Morning, good morning, student. Today we are having some another topic from the lesson number 3, water resources. Yesterday, student, we have learnt about the problem of water quality, distribution of water, and availability of water on the surface of the earth in the term of different latitudinal lines. So today we are here to know about the scarcity of water. So you know, student, scarcity means where there is the lacking of something. So as we know, only yesterday we have learnt about only the 1% of water is suitable for drinking water. It is for the consumption of human being as well as for the animals. That's why, student, most of the countries, if we talk about the most of the continents in the countries like the Africa, West Asia, large parts of South Asia, Western USA, Northwest Mexico, parts of South America, nearly all of Australia. It means about 36 countries are experiencing water scarcity. Not only the problem is still here, it is the estimation of the different pro- policies of the different countries. By the 2025, almost 50 countries including like India, Peru, Korea, Nigeria and the Poland will enter in the category of water scarce countries, and that will affect at least over 3 billion people worldwide. So we can understand by this one where are we now and which condition. That's why it's our personal responsibility to save water. Student, we can understand here by the 2025 almost 50 countries including our country India also will reach in the water scarce countries. Already in this paragraph we have talked about so many countries are facing the experiencing the they are having the experience of water scarcity. That's why it's a duty. In this way, student, we can understand availability of water is unable to keep us with the pace at which the population in centers are growing. Like a country where we are having the second position in the population wise. That's why it is the most problem for the Indian people for the water scarcity. Now, student, yesterday video also I have explained to you though according to the latitudinal lines there is the surplus of water and where is the scarcity of water. Especially tropical zone there is the surplus of the water, the availability of water is more there, whereas the subtropical regions there is a scarcity of water. Okay, and India is falls in the subtropical area most of the part. That's why in India we are having the less. Now, what are the different another physical factors for the storage of the water? It means the scarcity of the water. So first point, it is explaining to you the distribution of rainfall. You know, we are talking about in the term of a country. We are not talking about all the whole world. We are just talking about in the context, in the reference of a country. So our country, the water distribution is unequal. Somewhere it is 250 centimeter like in the northeastern states, and somewhere it is 10 centimeter in Rajasthan only. Okay, if we talk about, so this is the almost 80% of the rainfall occurs during the 4 monsoon seasons. We know our country monsoon season is here nowadays. The monsoon season is going to start. So 80% of the water, it means the rainfall we are getting during the monsoon season also only. But afterwards when monsoon is there, especially in the north, especially in the Asia, it means where you are living there is a flood. But during the summer season it is a drought. So this is an uneven distribution of the water. When we need less water or when we need the more, we are not getting accordingly that one. Sometimes it is more that comes in the flood, sometimes it is remaining as in the form of the drought. Second, it is explaining us the global warming. Okay, that is also changing the rainfall pattern. This is also mixing of the different acid rains, and that is also not too good. And global warming also increasing the high temperature, increasing the evaporation only. If evaporation will be there, so it will not change into the water, or it will not having the correct proportion for the water cycle. Afterwards, when next point we can understand here, difficulty in transporting. Suppose which place is having the less water, so from the more surface area we can send, but in the transporting water over long distance expensive, need foresight and planning. So that is also having the too expensive for the government side. If you are taking the any transporting of the water, so it is very expensive, and there is no good scheme for the water planning and to send it to transport it from one place to another. Another one also, increase in population causes disproportionate increase in the demand of water, increase in the population. So more population is there in our country, especially in our country, and there is a disproportionate. It means which is not in the proportion. That's why it is the demand of the water also giving the cause of the water scarcity. Afterwards, when next point we can understand here, urbanization also one of the main reason. When the places is not there, when we are cutting, the process of deforestation is more than the afforestation, so we can't get the water in the proper way. Then afterwards, accessibility of to groundwater is becoming more and more difficult. Accessibility means, access means when this the something is in the more amount, so we are just using in the access the groundwater, and in the result there is a totally this is a polluted water, and in the resulting the water level is falling. It means water tablet means where we are getting the water level from the down from the ground level. Okay, so because of the different kinds of the criteria, the activities which we are just doing on surface or the resulting inside the earth, and so there is a water level is going very down. Next point you can understand here, it is explaining to you the modern agricultural technology. This is also including the chemical fertilizers and the some other kinds of the demand for irrigation water, also increasing the scarcity of water. Okay, more other thing is student also, like effluents mean which is with two polluted factors. Because of the water pollutions, which resources are something good, you know that every day the news is also coming in the newspaper, the so and so rivers is totally polluted now, and the government is spending the lakhs and crores of rupees to make it fresh and good. Okay, but still we have to the work on it. It is personal responsibility to work on it and to save our water resources so that we can remain for a long time. Afterward also, student, water conservation methods are either obsolete and remain unimplemented. So it is not implemented anyhow. So that's why we need to implement these all kinds of the resources and programs over here. Next point we can understand here, it is explained to you, wastage of potable water by using it for the other. Okay, so which is not good the water, we can use it, we can make it potable water by using it. Okay, we can make it fresh by the different kinds of recycling and other methods. This also is explained to you, most of the rivers have been dried up or they have been diverted for irrigation and dry for most part of the year, like the water of Ganga in the India, Hawango in China, Amu Darya in Central Asia, Nile in Egypt, and Colorado in USA have been drained to numerous irrigation canals. Okay, it means when from the main river we are just taking different kinds of the canals for irrigation. Okay, so this river surely will dry up. This is the main river. This is the main river, and from where we are taking many branches in the form of the canals, so it will be, if surely it will affect the main river. So this has been done especially in India from the Ganga river. Okay, and earlier student also, there were the many kinds of the ponds and the tanks which were used some decades ago to store rainwater and recharge the groundwater have dried up because of the overuse. So this is our duty when there is a rainfall, the rain is there, we are supposed to protect it, to conserve the rainwater, and by the different methods we'll talk afterwards in the topic. So student, I hope you just have learned about whatever we have talked, the reasons, the causes of behind the scarcity of water. Now this map we can understand India annual average rainfall. it means which is a dark one, very dark. So this especially we can find in the northern states like Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Assam, and you know Meghalaya is the Mosin Ram, that is the highest rainfall in a year because of the three sides. This is the Khasi Hills. Okay, Garo, Jaintia, and Khasi Hills are located there. That's why the location of these three hills here is the uh, abundant rainfall. This has the coastal area also. We can understand this is the Western Ghats. Okay, some of the parts of this area also, it means that is located in the Odisha and Bangla. Sorry, that is a West Bengal, and this portion also. And by this map we can understand under 20 centimeter, especially this portion Rajasthan, and this is a Ladakh area, it means Kashmir. This is the less than 20 centimeter. Okay, so by this index you can understand which area of the India. It means mostly the India average rainfall is 40 to 50 centimeter, like this way if you take the average of this one. Now student, water resources in India. Water resources in India. As we know, India is the second populous country in the world. Okay, but area wise it is the seventh one, and India total area is 3.28 million square kilometer, and the total rainfall of here just now only upside I have explained to you, that is a 50 centimeter. So it's very difficult for India to remain in a average rain water resources which can provide water to all parts of the India. That's why there is some estimate is given according to the population, according to the area. If we are having the 40 million hectare meters of usable groundwater resources, it means out of 40 million hectare meters of usable water, only 10 millions is utilized. Only 10 millions we can utilize, others we are wasting. So there are so many points where we have to keep in our mind. So it is explaining according to WHO, World Health Organization, it is a report that 80% of the illness and 1/3 of all deaths in developing countries, that is because of the polluted water. If you talk about the India, almost 3,000 people die every day due to the disease caused by contaminated water. Contaminated means polluted water. Okay, even though India is having the good rivers, especially in the northern parts, so it's supposed to be the good scheme from the government side, and the personal motivational from the personal way, that we supposed to use, conserve it for our future generation also, in the as a sustainable development we had talked in the lesson number 1. So student, India also have different kinds of the project over the water. It means different project that can save and conserve the water, and that is comes in the form of the project, river project. Okay, so that's today we will have a look over it. By the river project we can use and benefit different kinds of benefits we are having, like the irrigation, okay, from the drought prone areas, control of floods, generation of electricity, providing water for domestic use. So these all are the beneficial and the advantages of the river project. So there are the different kinds of the river projects in our country. I think the first video I have sent you to make a table also. First of our river project was the Damodar Valley Corporations. Okay, that is giving the advantage to the Bengal, Bihar and Jharkhand states. Now we'll talk about this one, and here we can find out average annual water potential. So this is most of the part we can find the Ganga river is covering this much area of our country, these many states. Okay, here we can understand this is the Indra canal, afterwards Tapti river, Godavari, Krishna. Okay, and they are different. These are some main rivers. This is Indus river. Okay, this is Luni and Kutch area in the Gujarat, Krishna, Tapti, Godavari, which is covering the Maharashtra and this area, it means Andhra Pradesh, okay, Krishna. So there are different kinds of rivers which are uh, providing the water to the Indian states in different form. Now student, this is the river project of India. It means it is known as the multi-purpose river project. Okay, multi-purpose means why we are calling it the multi-purpose. Just now we have learnt about it because we are getting different kinds of the purpose and the advantages from this multi-purpose projects like the irrigation, generating the electricity, and some domestic use. It can be used in different way. Okay, so that's why it is known as a multi-purpose projects. So in this table you can understand here, this is on the few names is given. There is lots of the projects over India. Okay, some are the big rivers, some are the smalls, and their tributaries also. They different kinds of the river project, multi-purpose project in our country. So it is having the some look. Okay, so in this way we can understand about it. This also is explained to you student, already we have talked about it. There are 4 major sources of surface water. Okay, like if our country there is 10,360 rivers and their tributaries, 10,360 rivers and their tributaries along then 1.6 kilometer each. So in this way we can understand there is a good sources of water, but it's our responsibility to protect it and to have a work for conserve the water resources. Now student, today you have to complete the 3 short questions. First is the what are the multi-purpose river project? Why are they called so? Now this only we have talked because it is giving not only controlling of the floods, but also it is providing the electricity and other domestic uses. Fourth question is asking to you name the different method that help to purify drinking water. This also we have talked yesterday video. Then question number 5th, it is asking to you why is it greater emphasis on the minor irrigation project than the large multi-purpose project. The question is asking to you why the government and the small farmers or maybe the different state government is providing and they are forcing to the minor irrigation project. Minor means this which is a small scale in the comparison the larger. Okay, because it is some it is not too expensive in the comparison of the larger one, so it is providing so many advantages to the farmers where all kinds of the farmers can use it. Okay, so where they can use and it is based on the groundwater utilization. So all the things we can understand by this answer. Okay, so student, today we have talked about the water scarcity around the world, what is the main problem in the term of our country, what are the main problems and provisions that is causing the water scarcity in our country. And by the diagram, this map also, the physical map of India, it is showing all the centimeter. By this one also you can understand which of the area facing the more problem and which is the scarcity in our country. Then we have talked about the water resources in India, how much percentage we are having in what is the total average of the rainfall in the country, and how the WHO estimated about India's term due to the polluted water. Then student, we have talked about the different river project. It means multi-purpose project which is working our country, which is built on different rivers and which is providing the advantages to different states. So this also we have talked today, and these 3 short answers. So hope so whatever today we have talked you will work on it, you will understand, read and understand the chapter. So till today this much. Thank you and have a nice